so good in this game. Ness no slouch either, but just some of the damage output from Peach is off the charts. But of course, you see Ness, and if they get set up with that PK Thunder, it's a little bit of trouble for the opponent. So Boxy versus Razo opening up game 1. And Razo right now opening up. It's going to work with Peach, putting in so much damage. We haven't confirmed yet if he has a hitbox up. Oh, there we go. All right, Boxy's in the game, putting in some forward air damage, looking like young Shaky out there. And hit him with a PK Fire. And all of a sudden, you know, it's looking like Razo is opening up with so much momentum. Boxy is just right in and actually has quite a bit of a lead. But he's in a little bit of a disadvantaged situation. Razo's controlling the stage. And that's kind of the trouble sometimes with Ness. Getting back is a difficult task. Good back air, and that's the first stock. Boxy opening up with the lead. And Razo's trying to restore order. You know, sometimes round 1 you get hit first, but it's the true testament to the player if they're able to adapt and reclaim that lead, especially if you're the favorite going in. Oh, kind of blew that edge guard right there. Got hit by that PK Thunder too. But he's still keeping Ness at a disadvantage. Very smart air dodge, but gets ledge trap, and Razo is able to even it up, and we've got only a 22% difference coming into stock 2. And now they're playing neutral, and you can see Boxy's going to that PK Fire. It's netting him so much damage. You know, and I think that kind of, if you think about it from the Yomi, that might be enough to help shut down the PK Fire game, or not the float game for Peach just a little bit, just because you don't have access to that shield when you're in the air. And it's so even right now. Oh, good PK Fire, almost a big pickup. He went for that back air, trying to do a repeat of the first stock. Razo in control on stage at the moment, maybe trying to capitalize and get the lead back. PK Thunder, so good. And we're back to that reset on neutral on the stage. Forward air, stuffing the float approach. Seems like it's difficult for Peach to work around. Maybe PK Fire and forward air from Ness is just, you know, while Peach has that hitbox wall, Ness is able to break it a little bit with his own wall. And this is what the situation before. He was able to get back and battle his way back on stage. And you know, every time it's Razo gets Boxy off stage, he has that. Oh wow, very good empty fall into the grab, gets him back off stage, and sets up another edge guard opportunity or a ledge trap opportunity. And he does get the ledge trap, reads that air dodge, and takes the lead. Razo now going to work, putting on some earlier percent damage, 36%, 47%. Able to cancel that little side magnet shenanigans right there with the neutral air follow-up. And we're into the last stocks, opening up game 1. Welcome to the early pools rounds. This is, you know, Wednesday night fights. And we got a battle on our hands. But of course, Razo's starting to pull away from it after being behind most of the game. Boxy's kind of out of answers on what to do. It seems that Razo's kind of channeled his aggression, has been able to see through, and you know, Boxy's best hits. And he's at such a high percent. It's a dangerous percent. Pretty much any forward air, neutral air might be able to take Ness' stock. And that back air, of course, Boxy hoping for something big to try to take this early lead. And we're going to see a back throw, not quite enough to kill from that point on the stage. They got to be careful of those turnips. They have quite a bit of, you know, they really mess up Ness's recovery. Back air, and that'll take the first game after an early scare. Razo takes the lead. We're sitting 1-0 coming into game 2. And of course, this is early round. I'll go ahead and walk you through this now. Both players are going to, you know, take a chance on who's going to, or they're going to determine who's going to, where they're going to play on the next game. Boxy, as the loser, is going to pick the next stage. Of course, Razo is able to augment how powerful that pick is by banning 2 stages that he doesn't want to play on, so it kind of neutralizes that advantage just a little bit. I see a Smashville hover, but we're going to Town and City instead. Maybe adds a little more platforms, but still not too many, kind of in a more open game on Town and City with some of the rotating platforms. But Razo, you know, going straight back to Daisy. Boxy sticking with Ness. Let's see if he's able to tap some of that magic that he had in the early first game. He was, you know, he had quite a bit of a lead going into it, but of course Razo was just so composed, so focused, was able to battle his way back, and you know, ended up on the winning side on game 1. Of course, the best of 3, so if Boxy loses, he's going to have that trip to losers bracket. You know, it's a pool, so it's double elimination. So, you know, let's see which player's going to keep on swimming and which one's going to find themselves in the deep water of losers bracket where they might end up drowning. They're neutral aerial back and forth. Both these characters have such powerful aerial games. There's a Peaky Thunder off screen. Not sure where it's going to pop down from. You know, it always makes me a little nervous. You never know where it's going to come from. A Peaky Thunder is so good. But Razo's got Ness off stage. This is kind of the victory or the recipe for success of the last game. Get the Ness off stage and put the ledge trap or the edge guard. And you know, maybe a good counter pick with that platform being off stage on Boxy's part, giving him another recovery option, kind of eliminating the power of some of the ledge trapping. But Razo with so much shield pressure there. Very good read on that roll with the Peach Bomber. Kills off stage. And he's sitting pretty with a pretty good lead and putting on pressure to try to add to it. Boxy, of course, looking for some sort of big hit. Has him off stage. Got that PK Thunder. Hit him with the tail, so it wasn't enough to really mess up the situation too much for Razo, and he's back in control of the stage. I think if we look at anything, Boxy probably had a little bit of trouble controlling the stage. And, you know, it's kind of Peach, but that might be really why he's in early deficit. Is able to rebut and take that first stock, so he's not too far behind. Putting it forward, there's that platform getting in the way of carrying on the combo. But yeah, those forward airs are so good, able to carry their opponent across the stage. Razo trying to chase and kind of baited a little bit, got a little impatient. Boxy able to land a big back air, and what was a pretty big lead is slowly narrowing down, of course. Oh, I thought it was a sit face, but it wasn't. All right. Oh, Peach Bomber, another one. Good read again by Razo. Yeah, sometimes you throw it out, and it's a little trouble if you're Peach because Ness with his arrow mobility could back air that. So if it hits, you know, you're a genius. And that's a huge lead. Those are the plays that win it, right? Just those trades, the 50-50 plays. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. But if you're a good player, those 50-50s are usually a little more in your favor. Getting a lot of damage in on that turn up, and he's got 50% already on this last stock. 60%. It's almost red alert. Oh, we got a Saturn on the stage. Watch your shields, ladies and gentlemen. That item, it's a random pull, and if Peach gets it, if it's your shield, it's gonna break it. So you got to be careful. Forward smash, and you know the wheels are starting to fall off the train here for Boxy. PK Thunder kills. Didn't actually get the kill. 2 stock on the part of Razo. Very clean victory. Takes it 2-0 over Boxy. A good showing. You know, as we were saying, Boxy was able to get an early lead in the first game. You know, but Razo, the composed veteran, able to easily take it across 2 games. And, you know, I apologize. I might have said Peach a couple of